For the cutter, Kuliza gets one to go.
Second and third now for Bedford. That's a line drive single. And Charlie Cariello now strikes out Ryan Stramp.
Draws the double, redodges, beautiful, and scores. Stick quickly, Purnell drives righty, shoots, scores.
That is it. Bedford is your girls lacrosse champion. The Bulldogs are champs once again. But it's a still day, no wind to speak of. The flag is slack in the outfield. I'm Harry Kozlowski here with Andy Berkeley. Are ready to bring you Division I action between the Bedford Bulldogs and the 7-1 Merrimack Tomahawks, and they are up to bat right now with Garen Brown. Thank you very much. He's a .435 hitter, 8 hits, and he just took a pitch to the body.
Looks like that was a high pitch.
So Cariello, the starting pitcher for Bedford, winds up hitting Brown on the first pitch, and Brown is on base. So coming up to bat is Souza, Evan Souza for the Tomahawks. Takes it outside for a ball.
Souza coming in with a .323 batting average.
31 at-bats, 4 hits, 10 runs. So he's been active on the base paths. Cariello comes in with a strike. Count is at 1-1. Brown is at first. Here comes Cariello's pitch. That one just inside, and they're going to say, what, did it hit him? Souza is arguing. The umpire does not agree.
Looks like it hit him inside pitch off the knob of the bat. Umpires are going to get together and talk about this one.
So it's either another base runner for the Tomahawks or a strike. And they are going to award the base to Souza, so 2 hit batsmen in a row for Charlie Cariello have put runners on first and second with no outs here. So tough start here for Bedford. This Merrimack team, they are solid. 52 RBIs scored as a team versus giving up 17. So they've got great defense and they've got a potent offense.
We got a little meeting at the mound here.
That's Du Bois talking things over with Cariello. Merrimack started out 5-0 before they dropped 1-2 after that. So they come in here with a 7-1 record. Bedford starting out flat 1-4, but they've been 3-1 in their last 4 contests. Now Cariello's got to bear down here and start getting some Tomahawks out. That's low. It's a ball. Count is 1-0. Garen Brown at second. Evan Souza is at first. And Medlock is the batter. Another one low. 2-0.
Seems a little uncharacteristic for Cariello. Looking at his strikeout to hits and what have you ratio, figured this guy would be throwing some.
Yeah, Cariello leads the Bulldogs with 16 Ks. 2-0 count now to Medlock. He makes contact, but it goes right to the outfielder.
That was Gilbert. No, I'm sorry.
Sorry, it's Danny Black.
Danny Black.
So Bedford finally has it out, and the runners stay at first and second. And now we got the pitcher and ace hitter for the lineup here, cleanup. It's Ryan Maney. There's a dribbler to third, throwing to first, and O'Connor makes the catch for 2 outs. Runners advance to second and third, so Merrimack has two in scoring position, but 2 quick outs gives Bedford a chance to get out of this inning without any damage, and it's going to be Zach Reddy coming up to the plate. A .353 hitter.
3 ribbies, 3 RBIs. Could possibly do some damage here.
Reddy, the number 5 hitter. A changeup in for a strike from Cariello. He's up 0-1. As we mentioned, Cariello is the strongest pitcher in this lineup. 16 Ks, just giving up 7 hits.
Another
and he
one.
Follows up with another strike, 0-2. So we'll see if Reddy's taking this one. There's the windup. Just outside. Oh, they're going to call a strike. So 3 pitches, 3 outs.
Wow.
Or 3 strikes, I should say. And that ends the inning. Started out badly for Bedford, but they pull it out with 3 quick outs. And at the half, it is Merrimack, no score. Bedford coming up to bat. We've got more contests coming up on BCTV, including boys lacrosse. That's on Friday. They're going to be hosting the Marblehead, Massachusetts Magicians, a 7 p.m. game time, Friday, May 3rd. Then more baseball on Monday, May 6th at 4:30 here at SAU Field. We'll be hosting the Manchester Central West Knights. And that's going to be on Monday at 4:30 here on your station for Bulldog Sports, BCTV. I should mention, too, that we're also on Merrimack TV. Andy, you're part of that crew.
I am.
We appreciate you joining us here for the broadcast. Always good to have cooperation between the TV channels, the various community TV channels that dot New Hampshire.
It's a great community to be a part of, and we were talking earlier, Harry, and I've had an opportunity to do some work with Nashua TV when they've been in a pinch and a bind. A couple times doing a little football, did a little hockey for them as well. So it's a treat to come over here, hang out with you guys, and be a part of another community that's, we're all local anyways, and just be a part of the sports, what's going on.
Ryan Maney is your pitcher. Number 7 throws right. He's on the mound. You've got Collins backing him up at catcher. Ponder is at first. Brown at second. Medlock at third. Tejada is at third. Souza is your left fielder. Woods your center fielder. And Rady is in right. And starting things out, the leadoff batter here, the lefty hitting Crowley. Carter Crowley, .379 hitter, 8 hits,
and 29
8 runs, I should say, on 11 hits.
Yeah.
And here we go. Maney delivers high heat, too high. It's a ball.
Talk about contrast in pitching.
Maney wastes no time. He gets into his windup and throws another one low. 2-0 to Carter.
Looks like he relies more on a fastball. Cariello is a little bit more shifty, tries to use some change-ups, sliders, curves.
This time Maney finds the strike zone, 2-1. Maney's had 3 appearances, pitched 15 innings. That one is outside for a ball, 3-1 a count. He's given up 10 hits, 4 earned runs, but struck out 20. Crowley makes contact. That drops in for a base hit. So Carter Crowley gets on base.
Starting things off for the Bulldogs. Solid contact.
Good start here for the Bulldogs. Now it's Pat Folis, righty hitter. He is the DH for Cariello. Folis, a .345 hitter.
That one was a little outside.
2 runs on 10 hits, 29 at-bats for Folis. 1-0 the count. Now he drives that one. Kind of a dribbler, so is going to be a little outside, but a great play there by Ponder to get the throw from Medlock. So Folis is out, but it does advance Crowley to second.
Medlock had to hustle to get that, threw that on the run, was not able to plant that, and Ponder able to get that one hopper.
So the Bulldogs have Crowley in scoring position with Don Tagliaferro, Tags, at the plate. That one is right down the middle. 0-1 the count. Tagliaferro, 27 at-bats, 6 runs on 7 hits, a .259 hitter. But he has 8 RBIs. So he's a clutch hitter. 2 quick strikes to Tagliaferro. He's down 0-2. Just one out here in the bottom of the first. That's high and a check swing, but they're going to say Tags went around, so he strikes out. Strikeout for Maney. And now the cleanup hitter, Danny Black.
Two away. Bottom of the first.
Maney gets the sign, delivers. That's a changeup that drops in low for a ball. That one just outside. Ball 2. I should set up your defense here. Maney at pitcher, Collins behind the plate, Ponder at first, Brown at second, Medlock at third, Medlock is short. Now that's a pop-up and a play there for Collins. He's going to make that for the out.
To retire the side.
That is going to do it. So runner stranded for Bedford as Danny Black pops up, and after 1 inning full, no score between Bedford and Merrimack. You're watching Bedford baseball on BCTV. We're back for the second inning. Let's set up the Bedford defense for you. Cariello on the plate for the Bulldogs. Du Bois is catching. O'Connor at first. Oster at second. Crowley at short. Hinton at third. Black in left field. Tagliaferro center. Gilbert in right field. And your batter right now is Collins, Shea Collins, for your Tomahawks. Cariello with the high pitch, ball 1. Cariello, or I should say Collins, solid hitter, 429, 7 runs on 9 hits on 21 at-bats. Makes contact, but it rolls right to short. Throw that's high, but O'Connor's able to stretch and make the out at first on Collins. That was 6-3.
6-3.
And now it's time for
Tejada.
Tejada, number
Ivan
8.
Tejada.
Ivan Tejada, a .273 hitter. Bats left, or bats right, I should say.
6 hits on 22 at-bats.
Cariello delivers the hit right to third, and O'Connor makes the catch there. So Hinton to O'Connor, 5-3 for a quick 2 outs for the Bulldogs.
Think about taking a better angle. Know where the ball's gonna
So
go.
Cariello had an inauspicious start, hitting his first 2 batters, but has tightened up considerably since then.
Helps to have some good defense behind you. Keegan Ponder up next for the Tomahawks.
There's a changeup for a strike from Cariello, 0-1. 2 outs here in the top of the second, no score. That one fouled back, 0-2 now on
Ponder.
Ponder, thank you.
You're welcome.
Number 8 batter in this lineup. Cariello here ahead of the batter. Let's see what he delivers here. That's high. Good eye there by Ponder. Didn't chase that. 1-2. Cariello with the sign from Du Bois. That one is hit foul. Count remains at 1-2. Cariello delivers. That is just outside for a ball, 2-2. That last out always the toughest. Ponder's going to try to fight his way through here. Makes contact, and Tagliaferro chases it down in center left for the third out. And the Tomahawks go down 1-2-3 here in the top of the second, middle of the second now. BCTV's live channels and on-demand content are now easier to access than ever before, thanks to the Bedford Community Television app, available for free. Just download it on Apple iOS or Android Play Store. Download the Bedford Community Television app from your app store today and enjoy programming live and on demand anytime, anywhere you want. Looking ahead on the schedules for both teams, Merrimack has a 4-game homestand coming up, including 3 games on 3 nights, so they're going to be pretty busy here. BG 5-5 comes to Merrimack on Friday.
Playing the top one, the number one seed right now.
Pinkerton Academy.
Yeah, coming up on the 7th.
That'll be a great contest.
That will be a great game.
Following night, the 8th, on Wednesday, Nashua South comes in with a 3-4 record.
And then we've got Winnacunnet on Thursday, coming in with a 4-6 record.
Bedford, in the meantime, they will be at Goffstown on Friday, and then back here for a game we'll televise, Manchester Central West on Monday. They travel out to Plastow for Timberlane, the 2-8 Owls, on Wednesday the 8th, and then back home against another tough team, Exeter, coming with a record right now of 8-1. That's going to be on Friday the 10th. So coming up now, up to bat, it is James Gilbert, 320 hitter, takes the ball. Maney gets a strike on that one, 1-1. Gilbert makes contact, sends that into center field, and Woods gets under that. No problem there. He gets Gilbert out.
Didn't have to move much for that one.
A long fly ball to center. Earns the out. And now coming up to bat, it is going to be Jacob Oster.
One of these days, it's one of these days where I'd rather be on this side of the fence versus that side.
That is Henry DuBois, number 11. Oh, fouls that one back for a strike. So DuBois, just a 200 hitter, 3 runs on 5 hits. He does have 3 RBIs though. Appeared in all 9 games for the Bulldogs. That's a strike. 0-2 now, the count. Fastball fouled back. Count remains 0-2.
He's challenging Maney. You like that. Like to see that in the box.
DuBois hits a grounder right to second. And the throw to Ponder is another out there. So 4-3 for the out to DuBois. And with 2 down, Hinton comes up to bat. Jack Hinton, the number 9 hitter, number 7 hitter for the Bulldogs, hitting 179, 3 runs on 5 hits. He also has 3 RBIs. That ball's low for a ball. Inside for a strike. Count at 1-1. Bit of a change up there from Maney. That's outside. And Collins had to get up to meet that ball. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss there by Hinton. 2-2. 2 outs, bottom of the second, no score. Hinton pops it up. This is going to be in foul territory. And, oh, my. Souza got a glove on it in foul territory.
No.
What, is it fair?
They called it fair.
So it's going to be an error on Souza. I thought that one was heading foul. Our position, it's a little hard to tell down the right field line whether a ball is in or out. But Souza had that ball hit his glove and land on the ground. So we're going to give him a base hit plus an error.
Yeah, at the last second, the base umpire, who's got the call down that left field line, pointed inside, saying the ball was fair.
So just like that, the Bulldogs have a base runner in scoring position. A base hit helped by an error. That puts Hinton on second. And now Oster, Jacob Oster, the number 8 hitter. He's going to pop this one up, and we'll see who decides to play it. Looks like it's going to be second baseman Brown.
Jaron Brown.
Who swallows it up, closes the glove, gets the out. No harm, no foul there. And that ends 2. So 1 hit, 1 error, no runs, bottom of the second, no score. You're watching Bedford High Baseball on BCTV. Welcome back to SAU Field. 3rd inning, no score between the Tomahawks of Merrimack and your Bedford Bulldogs. It's the bottom of the lineup here with Jackson Woods. That was in for a strike. Woods hitting 143, 4 runs on 3 hits, 1 RBI. Cariello pitches and Woods swings, and he's down 0-2.
Looked like Woods thought that first pitch was inside.
Cariello's pitch is in the dirt. 1-2. Cariello with 1 strikeout in this contest. He leads the Bulldogs at 16 for the year. Cariello gets the sign, delivers high, and that's going to be ball 2-2. I don't know if that was intended to go that high or if he just lost control of it a bit. Here's the pitch, another high one. Count goes full, 3-2. Cariello's made 3 appearances, 13 2/3 innings pitched. Foul back, Wood stays alive at 3-2. Cariello's given up 7 hits, just 3 earned runs in those 3 appearances. Perfect so far in this game. And there's Woods hitting it to short right, where Gilbert gets under it for the out.
outside of those two hits batsmen in the first top of the first, Cariello is definitely finding his groove.
So, top of the order now. It's Brown. Garen Brown hit by pitcher Cariello in the first inning. That goes high, it's a ball. Grounder to short, played by the Bulldog shortstop Crowley. Gets it to O'Connor in time for the out. Tomahawks are down 2 outs with their number 2 batter Evan Souza coming up. Souza also hit by a pitch. Kind of a rough start there for Cariello, putting both batters on base in the first. He got out of that jam though. We'll see what Souza does here. Pitch outside for a ball. This time a strike for Cariello, 1-1. In the dirt for 2-1. As I mentioned before, Bulldogs are on a 3-1 tear after losing 4 of their first 5. Big win at Salem with Crowley on the mound as the closer. Pitch in there for a strike. It's 2-2. Bulldogs had a 6-4 lead with runners on first and third in Salem, and Crowley was able to get him out of that jam. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for Souza. Another K for Cariello, and that's going to do it for the top of the third. 3 up and 3 down for the Tomahawks. No score. You know, it's easy to listen to Bedford 105.1 online. Bedford 105.1 is the town radio station. You can go to Bedford, to WBNH, let's start it again. You can go to WBNH.bedfordnh.org. You'll find a stream link on our website. We also stream on apps like TuneIn, MyTuner, Simple Radio, and Radio Garden. Also, if you have an Alexa device, all you have to do is say, Alexa, play Bedford 105.1, and you'll hear the station coming in high definition into your Alexa. So this game moving along fairly quickly, no score. A couple of runners for each team stranded on base.
A couple Ks for Cariello, adding to his tally sheet.
Maney's got himself 1 strikeout. Been pretty efficient, although he's allowed base runners in each inning.
He's given up a couple hits, and Cariello hasn't given up a hit yet.
And coming up to bat for the Bulldogs now, it is Ryan O'Connor, the number 9 hitter. O'Connor has just 5 at-bats, 2 hits, 1 RBI, hitting .400 in those limited number of at-bats. Maney winds up, delivers. That is outside for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Strike to O'Connor, 1-1. O'Connor makes contact. That's driven right to second. Throw to first is in time, so Brown to Ponder for the first out. And now we're back to the top of the lineup to Crowley.
For a guy who hasn't seen a lot of at-bats this season, O'Connor hit a ball pretty sharp.
Crowley had a base hit in his first at-bat. This time he fouls it back over the backstop and into the woods. One of the reserve players will have to go and chase that down. Maney misses for a ball, 1-1.
He's all business up there, isn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't take a lot of time between throws. Cariello more methodical. That's in for a strike, 1-2. Maney delivers again, 2-2.
Just a bit outside.
That was a changeup, and contact is made, but Brown gets under it. So second baseman squeezes it for the out, and we have two down here in the bottom of the third with Folis coming up to bat. Patrick Folis hit into a sacrifice 6-3 at his first at bat, but he's got nobody on base to advance here in this third inning. Here's a pop-up going to short. Medlock gets under it, makes that catch, and the side is retired, 1, 2, and 3. So 3 up, 3 down, no hits, and no score after 3 complete. Tomahawks nothing, Bedford nothing. You're watching Bedford baseball on BCTV. Welcome back to SAU Field for the fourth inning. No score between the Tomahawks and Bulldogs. And up to bat right now is your pitcher, Ryan Maney.
Actually, it's Elliot Medlock.
I'm sorry, Elliot Medlock.
Number 3 batter.
He popped out on his first at bat. Low pitch there by Cariello, ball 1. You know, the last game we did here at SAU Field was a windy affair, really affected play. This game, the wind is totally slack. Cloudy skies, though. Reasonable temperature. Another ball, 2-0 as a count to Medlock.
As reasonable as baseball can be at this time of the year.
Oh, yeah. As long as it's not raining.
True story.
Ball high, 3-0. So Medlock's probably taking this one. Cariello. This one right down Broadway for a strike.
Second time Cariello's gotten 3 straight balls on a different batter.
You can tell that Cariello takes a lot more time between pitches than Maney does. Delivers, fouls back. Count is full. 3-2. Cariello delivers, another foul back. Medlock stays alive at 3-2.
Cariello looks like he's trying to use the strike zone to his advantage, going up, down, in, out.
Try to keep the hitters guessing. Here comes the payoff pitch. Eventually. Yeah, Cariello, just like I said, now he steps off the rubber. Now he's back on, resets. And we're ready to play ball once again. This has popped up. This could be a play for Du Bois. He's tracking it. Ball's moving around. He could not follow it. Falls harmlessly to the ground, so another foul And the count remains at 3-2.
Medlock will get another crack at this.
You know, Du Bois is trying to find that ball. I'm not sure if he saw it or if it was moving around. It's kind of hard. The wind is not blowing, so the wind wasn't moving it around, but maybe the spin kind of made it move a little funny. Pop straight up.
You wonder if the cloud cover has anything to do with that.
Well, that too. It probably might have been hard to pick up the ball against that white background. So here we go. 3-2 count. Cariello making the batter wait for his pitch, and now it comes and it's fouled back once again into the woods. 3-2. So Medlock is wasting pitches here. Fouling back to swing another pitch. Once again, it's a grounder, and that's a foul once again. So Medlock is just going to keep wasting those pitches. Staying alive here with no outs. Medlock flew out in his first at bat. Trying to do a little more here. That's high. It's going to be a ball. So Medlock takes the base that he earned with about a half a dozen foul balls. So Merrimack has a runner on for the first time since the first inning when they had 2 on base. And it's going to be Maney, not only their ace pitcher, but also their top hitter. Although Maney ground out in the first inning. Hits it to short. It's going to be a base hit for Maney. Fielded in right by Danny Black. And now we've got runners on first and second. No out here for the Tomahawks. And Reddy's going to come up the base with Zach Reddy. He struck out in the first.
That was Cariello's first hit he gave up thus far.
So nobody out here for Merrimack. Medlock at second, Maney at first. Reddy is the batter. Similar situation that Cariello faced in the first with 2 runners on. That is grounded foul for a strike. Cariello keeps an eye on Medlock at second. Thought about throwing it back to the shortstop, Crowley. Instead throws a strike, or sorry about that, throws a ball. Count is 1-1. Pitch. Low, but inside. Catches the strike zone. Count is 1-2.
Cariello really using all the zone. Going up, down, in and out. I mean, definitely trying to get these batters to chase some balls.
Well, he got righty the last time. Let's see if he can do it again. That's outside. Ball 2. Count is 2-2. Maney takes a pretty good lead at first. Medlock not too much. Now he extends his lead. Cariello looks him off, thinks about making the throw to second. Here's the pitch, and he gets ready to strike out. A throw to third, gets away from, another error, and that's going to be a run scored. So Du Bois throwing to Hinton at third. Hinton was unable to make the play there. The ball squirted back to Danny Black, who slipped and could not deliver the throw, and Medlock winds up scoring on a stolen base and an error. So Merrimack leads 1-0 here. Maney gets the second, and we are now, it's Collins at the bat. Shea Collins. He grounded out last time.
6-3.
A ball, the first pitch to Collins. Tomahawks up 1-0. Pitch high, another ball, 2-0. Cariello delivers low. Ball 3 gets away from Dubois. Tries to throw it to Hinton, but the base stolen by Maney anyway. So now Tomahawks with Maney at third, just 1 out.
3-0 the count.
Tough spot here for Cariello. Gets it right down the middle. 3-2. The count is full. Or sorry, 3-1. Maney taking a long lead at third. And a low ball 4 into the dirt. And Collins will take a base on balls. And the next batter coming up is Ivan Tejada. Tejada also grounded out in the second, his first at bat. And he's got 2 runners on base, including Maney at third. A chance to increase this 1-0 lead for the Tomahawks.
Tejada comes in with 4 RBIs thus far in the season.
He'd like to add to that count. Cariello sets. And a steal attempt by Collins. No attempt to throw. So Collins takes second. Now both base runners are in scoring position here.
No pops up.
That first pitch was a strike, and the second one is one as well. Count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
So Cariello could use another strikeout here to get out of this jam. 1 out. Tomahawk runners at second and third. Just misses 4 ball, 1-2.
See if Cariello can pitch himself out of this jam.
Throw to third, and Maney gets back quickly. We had the Bedford coach here speaking to us beforehand, taking advantage of the fact that both you and Bill Jennings were umpires. Had a question there. There's a hit to right, and that's going to score 2. Gilbert had a little trouble picking up that ball, makes a throw into the plate, but not in time. Reddy scores, Maney scores. It's 3-0 Merrimack. So a 2-run RBI, or 2 RBI hit to right for Tejada. A base hit. He stays at first.
Keegan Ponder up next. Ponder flew out last at bat.
And there's a hit by Ponder, and that's going to advance the runners. A base hit for Ponder. Bedford with just one out. They've already given up 3 runs in this inning, and they've got runners at first and second. Tejada and Ponder on base. And now the bottom of the order with the Woods.
Only one away.
So the Bulldogs in danger of letting this game get away from them. And they are going to work some pitchers in the bullpen. There's a bunt attempt and a squeeze at home, a throw, and it looks like they've got him. No, they're going to say he's safe. Now a throw to third, and that's out, and a throw to second, safe. So a lot of action there. A little distracted by the bullpen action, but it looks like another run scores. They did get the out at third, but Woods remained safe at second. He took first base on the bunt, then tried to go to second, called safe. Ponder thrown out at third, and Tejada scoring at the plate. 4-0 Merrimack. Some aggressive base running there by the Tomahawks. And there's a pop-up played by Oster at second, and that's going to finally end the inning, but not until Merrimack put up 4 runs on a number of hits. I'm going to say 3 hits, and there was 1 error involved as well. At the end of 4 innings, Merrimack 4, Bedford nothing. You're watching Bedford Baseball on BCTV. Welcome back to the top of the 5th inning, or bottom of the 4th, I should say.
Tomahawks able to turn on the offensive jets here.
Apologies to Andrew Fenn taking that break at the middle of the inning. Lost track a little bit here. Well, let's see if Bedford can make up some ground here in the bottom of the 3rd, giving up 4 runs at the top. That's one thing that Merrimack does not do, is give up too many runs.
Not at all.
Team pitching only giving up 22 earned runs in 8 games. They've also struck out 57 batters.
Merrimack picked up 4 hits in the top of the 4th.
It's going to be Dominic Tagliaferro leading off. He's the number 3 hitter. Tag struck out in the 1st. Ryan Maney only giving up 2 hits himself. No runs though. Everybody's taking their time here. Not sure what the delay of the game is. Now finally Ponder coming in. Is it a new pitcher? Hang on a second.
No,
it's Maney still out there, number 7. But the Merrimack first baseman a little bit late coming out.
That was Ponder.
Maybe he needed some first aid from sliding into home plate. Now we're ready to begin. Dominic Tagliaferro at the plate. Fouls back for strike. Another pitch. Line drive right to Medlock at short for the out. And up next, it's Danny Black. Danny Black, who popped up to the catcher in the first. Maney wastes no time to deliver the pitch outside for a ball. There's Black's hit into center field. Woods waves everybody off and makes the catch. So 2 up, 2 down for Bedford. And now we've got Gilbert coming up. James Gilbert. He grounded out. Or correction, he flew out to center field in the second. That fouls down the first base line. 0-1. A little more elevation, we would have had a duck here.
Oh, yes.
Broadcast location here on first base. And another pitch. That one gets away from Collins. That's 2-0 the count. Meanwhile, we've got a couple of pitchers working out in the Bedford bullpen. Steele Lambert was one of them. There's a strike, 2-1. It is Steele Lambert that's working out with Maggie Fox in the bullpen. High pitch, 3-1 to Gilbert. So we'll see if Lambert is going to come in for the 5th inning. And there's a strike from Maney. Count is full, 3-2. Sun is starting to peek out from the clouds. There's a pop-up, and that's going to go into the woods, so Gilbert stays alive at 3-2. Maney gets ready to deliver. That was a changeup popped up by Gilbert, so he stays alive. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Another foul back. Staying alive. And a note to Andrew Fenn back in the studio. Since we took a break between the middle of the 4th, we'll just keep it here at the end of the 4th. There's a long hit going to up. The little confusion there between the center and right fielders. It landed right between them. Reedy and Woods couldn't decide who was going to go for that ball, so base hit for Gilbert.
That's a play that gets the coaches a little riled up. That'll be a discussion in between innings.
So now Henry Dubois comes up. He grounded out in the second. But he's got a base runner to work with here. We'll see how aggressive Gilbert will be running the bases. First pitch, a ball. Fouled back, 1-1 to Dubois. Gilbert not taking much of a lead at first.
Not very aggressive at all.
Not really known for his base stealing. The pitch, and that's outside for ball 2-1.
Hard to gauge, though, too, being a base runner with Maney just so quick in his set and his delivery.
That's a high one, 3-1. So Dubois might just wait this one out here, try to take this for a ball. And he does. Takes the base. That is the first base on balls given up by Maney today. But now Bedford's got a bit of a rally going on. 2 base runners here with 2 outs. And Hinton coming up, Jack Hinton.
Collins going to take a second, go out to talk to Maney.
That was a short powwow. Collins returns to behind the plate. And it looks like Lambert has finished warming up, and we might be seeing him in the 5th inning. So here we go. Hinton takes a strike. 0-1. Change up, in for a strike, 0-2. Hinton caught licking there.
Manny wasting no time, going right at him.
But he took something off the ball, too. I think that crossed Hinton up. Now Manny comes off the rubber just for a moment. Usually he's throwing the ball right away. That was close, but called outside, 1-2.
Went right back at him with a fastball.
Another high pitch, and that's going to be another ball. 2-2 now. 2 runners on, Du Bois and Gilbert. Fielding error is what put Gilbert on base. Swing and a miss. Strike out for Hinton. That's going to end the inning, stranding 2 Bedford runners.
Almost looks like Hinton got crossed up on that last pitch. He kind of didn't really get a good cut at that.
So Manny gets out of a bit of a jam, a little bit of a 2-out rally there by Bedford, but the Bulldogs have nothing to show for it, and they still trail here 4-0 going into the top of the 5th inning. Our next broadcast on BCTV, boys lacrosse. They'll be hosting their interstate rivals Marblehead, the Magicians, coming in on Friday, May 3rd for a 7 p.m. game at Bedford High Stadium. More baseball coming up on Monday the 6th as the Knights of Manchester Central West come in here on Monday for a 4:30 first pitch. Girls lacrosse against Bishop Girton, Wednesday, May 8th. That game will be televised as well. That's a 5:30 start here on BCTV. And of course, you can watch those games usually on channels 8 and 1072, and of course on the BCTV app. And we'd like to welcome the viewers of Merrimack TV, Nick LaValle and company. Always doing good work there. We appreciate you having us on your televisions. We enjoy sharing the broadcast with you, and I'm sure you're enjoying this 4-0 lead by the Tomahawks. Great performance so far as we get into the 5th inning.
So we do have a pitching change.
But it's not Steele, it is...
Oh no, that's Cariello still in.
Okay, so Cariello is not, they did not change pitchers. They're going to stay with Cariello, but they've got Lambert warmed up just in case he gets into trouble here.
We got Evan Souza.
Souza struck out his last at bat, and he hits that foul. He got hit by a base runner, or by a pitch, I should say, and then struck out in the 2nd. He's 0-1 here in the 5th. Cariello delivers. It goes to short. The throw, he's going to beat the throw. So Crowley had a little trouble handling that ball. His throw to O'Connor just a hair late. And Souza makes a base hit out of it, legs it out. So Merrimack with the leadoff runner on, and now we've got Medlock, the shortstop.
He walked last time. His last at bat.
Scored too. Scored a run. So Medlock awaits the pitch, and he makes contact with that, and that's going to right field for Gilbert, and that's going to keep Souza at first. So 1 down for the Tomahawks. 1 swing, 1 pitch, 1 swing, fly out to right field. That's 9.
It's 9. Like I said earlier, it's been a while since I've been on a baseball score sheet.
So Maney up the bat here. Fouls it back. Maney, what did he do? He got on base? I know he got on base.
He had a hit. Yeah.
He had a base hit. He scored in the 4th inning. And now we got the sun out. Throw to first, not in time. But the throw back gets away from the pitcher, Cariello. And Souza advances on the wild. I don't know what you call that. I guess an error, a throwing error. And these are the kind of mistakes that drive Coach Chapman crazy.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you're giving up bases here on routine plays, just throwing the ball back to the pitcher. Now so now you've got a guy in scoring position.
And a great hitter at bat, right?
Yeah. See what happens here. 0-1 to count to Maney. Cariello delivers a changeup. There's a hit, and this is going to be in the gap. But Gilbert chases it down, runs to make the catch in a short right. And that's 2 down for the Tomahawks. And Reedy coming up to bat. 2 strikeouts for Reedy. I'm sure Cariello would like to get him a 3rd time. Cariello waits, keeping an eye on Souza. Pitches outside for a ball. Souza daring him to pick him off. Note to Andrew Fenn, we're going to keep it here for between innings in the 5th here. Get back on our usual routine. Cariello eyeing second base, making sure that Souza doesn't make a break for 3rd. Souza retreats. Cariello delivers to Reedy. Misses inside. 2-0. No, I'm sorry, 4-0. Merrimack leads, and there's a line drive to short. Crowley snags that. A fly out to 6, and that's going to end the inning. So that one went a little better for the Bulldogs. 4 up, but just 1 runner stranded on base, and they get out without giving up any more runs. 4-0. Merrimack leads after 4.5. You know, becoming a high school sports official is an easy call. Officiating allows you to continue to be a role model by demonstrating qualities such as impartiality, fairness, and courage. High school sports officials help protect the integrity of the games we love by teaching and enforcing the rules of play. New officials have an opportunity to make a difference in their communities right away. To learn more about how to become a high school sports official, visit the website of the NHIAA. It's NHIAA.org.
I'll tell you, you know, having been on the other side as an official for doing baseball for 15 years, it can be so rewarding. I mean, there are some challenges, but you know, I was mentioning to you earlier, Harry. You know, I've known some of the Merrimack ball players since they were 10 years old, just from doing baseball in the community, and it's really neat to be a part of that and to watch them grow up and then still see them after that. So, and Bill too.
Yeah, Bill Jennings on camera here knows the same thing. A former umpire. Andy Berkeley, of course, also spending time on the field calling games. Thank you for doing your part to help out youth sports. Bedford up the bat, try to close this gap here. They trail 4-0. It's Oster.
High
Takes the pitcher Maney. So was that a ball?
High and inside.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hasn't appeared on the scoreboard yet. Usually they're quicker than that. Maney with a changeup in for a strike, 1-1. Low, ball 2, 2-1. Oster flew out to second base. At his last at bat, he fouls that one off. It's 2-2.
Yeah, he went after that pitch low in the zone. Maney doing a good job of mixing it up a little bit now.
High, and the swing there by Oster. He strikes out.
Maney came back at him aggressively with a fastball.
Third strikeout on the day for Maney. And now O'Connor coming up, number 9 hitter. Ground out, 4-3 in the third inning. Makes contact there, and it's going to land in between short and the outfield. So O'Connor with a base hit. Keeps Bedford alive here with 1 out as they get to the top of the lineup. Carter Crowley, a base hit in the first, pop up out to second in the third inning. There's a throw for a ball.
It'd be tough to be a base runner because Maney wastes no time in his delivery at all.
That's a strike, 1-1. O'Connor, meanwhile, dancing on the base paths there, trying to look like he's going to make a move for second. A throw by Maney makes another strike, 1-2. Sun has gone away, and I can feel the temperature's dropping just a hair. Getting a little breeze now, too. Low ball, 2. Count is 2-2.
Didn't mind having to put the hand up to cut down that glare coming over the...
Yeah, I didn't bring my baseball hat. I didn't have a brimmed hat. Swing by Crowley into the outfield. Woods makes a play for it, and O'Connor's got to get back to first, so 2 down for Bedford. And Patrick Folis coming up now. Folis sacrificed in the first, popped up to short in the third, or in the fourth inning, I should say. Maney with a quick delivery and a high throw there, swung at by Folis. He misses, 0-1. Folis throws pretty much the same pitch, but Folis didn't chase that one, so it's 1-1. Folis really gets back to it quickly, and O'Connor threatens the steal, then changes his mind. Ball low, 2-1 to Folis.
Got some chirping going on about whether Maney's balking or not.
Pitch down the middle for a strike, 2-2.
I think some people are questioning whether he's quick pitching or not.
Well, Maney's pretty quick, and now finally O'Connor makes a move for second, and a little bit late there he gets tagged out, and that's going to end the inning. So
wondering when we were going to see one of these catchers get tested, and Collins popped just with a nice throw right on target.
So at the end of 5, the score, Merrimack 4, Bedford nothing. You're watching Bedford baseball on BCTV.
Just looking at the stats, Cariello coming into this inning, he's given up 5 hits, had 3 strikeouts. See if he can.
So despite the warm-up by Lambert Steele a moment ago, they're going to stick with Cariello. Like you mentioned, he's only given up 5 hits. 4 runs, though. Some of those were helped out by a couple of fielding errors.
That's
so
right,
not really all on him.
Yeah, his defense kind of left him hanging on a few plays.
High pitch, 2-0 is the count.
That breeze just started up.
Maney, in the meantime, has given up 4 base hits, but no runs. Cariello's pitch inside for a strike, 2-1.
Collins is our batter, by the way.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Jake Collins takes it high, 3-1. Cariello winds up, and he gets Collins to swing on that. Count goes full, 3-2. No outs. Top of the 6th. Tomahawks lead 4-0. There's a hit to right. Danny Black chasing that one. It's a foul ball. So Collins stays alive.
I think that's the deepest ball we've seen hit off of Cariello today.
Count is full for Cariello. The changeup, roller to third. Here's the throw for the out. Hinton to O'Connor. 5-3. And one down for the Tomahawks with the Tejada coming up. Okay.
Tejada, yes.
Tejada scored
in the 4th.
Off a base hit. Grounded out in the 2nd before that. Here's Cariello's pitch way high. Had to be pulled down there by Du Bois. 1-0. Cariello's had a lot of high throws today.
Yes, he has.
Takes something off that one, but misses the strike zone. 2-0. Swing and a miss. So 2-1.
Got Tejada to chase something low.
The official indicating that contact was made with the ball. Either way, strike. Foul back is going to make it 2-2.
Once again, Cariello digging himself out of a hole.
He's had a pretty clean game except for that 4th inning. Here's the delivery, and that's in the dirt. Count goes full, 3-2. Cariello would like to not let Tejada get away from him here. The pitch low, and it will be ball 4. That puts Tejada on base.
Brings up Ponder. Ponder flew out to center field, his first at bat. Then scored on a hit. Scored a hit on a second at bat in the 4th.
One on for the Tomahawks. Cariello delivers. Base hit to short. Looks like a double play potential here. The throw, and it's good. The 6-4-3 double play ends the inning for Cariello and gets the Bulldogs out without any runs scored by the Tomahawks. 5.5, it's 4-0 Merrimack. We'll keep things right here. Our thanks to Andy Berkeley from Merrimack TV for joining us on this broadcast. Thank you for being here today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. It's a treat to come over and hang out with you guys.
Bill Jennings on our camera. Andrew Fenn producing back in the studio at BCTV.
Shout out to Nick back at Merrimack TV for covering this game.
That's right. We're simulcasting on Merrimack TV. Always glad to have fans from other towns watching our broadcasts. We're happy to share them.
You know, that's one thing in doing hockey for Merrimack. You know, we don't get to, over the west side, there's no Wi-Fi in the building, unfortunately, and so
you have to tape, right?
We tape,
record.
And so it's...
I say tape, but really everything's digital.
Right. But we don't really get the feedback like we do for football or even basketball. And, you know, you got folks watching, you know, via the different platforms, and they'll either, you know, post something on Facebook and, you know, different shout outs or call outs for players and stuff like that. So,
well, we're always getting texts from fans from out of town while we're doing those. Mostly the football games get those, but
right.
Sometimes for basketball. And we don't know our over-the-air numbers on radio. We know our streaming numbers go way up high when we're doing games. Same for our streaming numbers on TV. And Folis is at bat here for the Bulldogs. He fouls it back. Folis, of course, was at bat in the 6th inning. And he gets a hit. A little misplay there. Folis gets on base.
Well, he pushed that one. That was a little spicy one up the middle and just out of the reach of Medlock. Had to go full extended without leaving his feet to try to get the web on the glove, or on the ball, excuse me.
So Folis gets on base. That's just a 5th hit giving up by Maney. And we got Tagliaferro at the plate. Tag struck out, flew out to the shortstop. 1-0 count. Tags hits it right to short. Double play potential here, and they do it. Medlock to Brown to Ponder. So Tags hits into the double play, and that eliminates the base runner.
You know, that's always a challenging play for a shortstop, to go in tight to the bag and get that ball and not overthrow to his second baseman. And so Medlock did a nice job. Both teams executing the double play very well today.
Danny Black is up. He flew out, actually popped up to the catcher and flew out to center field. Like to get a hit here. First pitch is a ball, 1-0 to Danny Black. There's a strike, 1-1. I was going to say, too, that Maney's had a fabulous outing, just giving up 1 walk. So he's been in control all day. Not surprising, a performance from the ace of the pitching staff of the Tomahawks. There's a hit right, it hit Maney in the leg, and that's going to be a base hit there for Danny Black. A little bad luck there. The line drive, you can see Maney hopping around just a little bit.
Little ginger on that left foot.
Yeah. So hopefully he's not injured. Having such a strong outing here, although they do have a pitcher in the bullpen. I can't see who it is. He's pretty far away. But they are warming somebody up in the bullpen. There's a pitch that gets away from Collins. Actually, they're going to say hit batter. It's going to be Gilbert taking his base because of a hit batter. Black's going to advance to second, so 2 runners on here with 2 out. Another 2-out rally here for the Bulldogs, and now we've got Du Bois at the bat.
I wonder if that plant leg Little Ginger.
Low. Oh, they're going to call that a strike. That was a little low. 0-1 to Henry Dubois. He was the lone walk for Maney. Strike. 0-2.
A little bit of contact on that one. Maney coming right back at it, being very aggressive.
Maney would like to end this threat here. That's fouled back. 0-2, the count remains. Bulldogs trail 4-0. They've got 2 runners on base here with 2 outs. And there's a hit. Just gets by the shortstop, and that's going to load the bases. So Dubois with a base hit. Dubois advances Gilbert and Black.
That was a great, sharply hit ball. Medlock not able to catch up with that one.
So a bit of a jam here for Maney. He's got bases loaded, but he also has 2 outs. And Jack Hinton at the plate, the number 8 hitter, high, ball 1. Hinton struck out, got a base hit in the second. A little surprised that, now there's a hit. That's going to score some runs right into center field. That's going to score 2. So a base hit there for
Hinton.
Jack Hinton. And both Gilbert and Black are going to come in. Bedford's on the board. It's now 4-2.
You have to wonder if that that ball off the front leg of Maney has done something.
And they're having a conference at the plate, and we could be seeing a pitching change here. Nope, they're going to keep Maney in the game. See if he can get out of this jam himself.
He's got 2 outs. Bulldogs will be hitting into a force, so a lot of opportunity for outs here. We'll see what happens.
Jacob Oster takes a strike. Oster with a strikeout. And a pop up to second. Bases are loaded, or they were loaded. Now runners on first and second, swing and a miss. Count is 0-2.
Once again, Maney's wasting no time attacking the batter.
High pitch, that's a ball, 1-2. Hinton at first, Dubois at second. Tying runs are on base with 2 outs. That's outside, ball 2, 2-2. So Bedford able to break the seal here in the 6th. A changeup, 3-2.
Well short of the plate on that one.
Oster was wise not to swing at that. He thought about it, but he controlled the urge. So the count is full, 3-2.
Runnels will be going.
There's contact, a pop-up into center field. This should be played by Woods. Oh, it moved a little bit in the wind, but he was able to close it up. And that's going to end the inning, but 4 hits, 2 runs scored. At the end of 6th, Merrimack leads 4-2 over Bedford. You're watching Bedford baseball on BCTV. Welcome back to SAU Field for the 7th inning. Bulldogs making it interesting, scoring 2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. It's now 4-2. Tomahawks lead. And coming up the bat here, it is
Jackson Woods.
Jackson Woods. And a hit, and Cariello winds up hitting Woods once again. That's not the
Third. So their third hit batsman.
So right away, they put Woods on base, and they go to the top of the batting order with Brown. Garen Brown.
Brown hit by a pitch in the first inning. Ground out and then fly out.
Both pitchers going the distance so far. Both teams have had pitchers warming up in the bullpens, but both teams sticking with their starters here. Cariello delivers strike to Brown, 0-1. The pitch is outside for a ball, 1-1. Cariello does not hurry to deliver his pitch. He takes his time, gets the sign, waits. Meanwhile, Jackson Woods taking a lead at first. Cariello looks over his shoulder, delivers the pitch, swung and a miss there by Woods, and the count goes to 1-2.
Looks like Brown got some contact on that, so considered a foul ball. So Woods not able to advance on that pitch.
Not sure how aggressive Woods will be here. He's trying to make it look like he's going to run, but hasn't made a move yet. Cariello delivers, misses for a ball. It's 2-2. Garen Brown, the batter here. Cariello waits. Waits some more. Here's the pitch. It is fouled back. Count remains 2-2. Cariello's lucky there's no pitch clock here in the NHIAA.
That's a true story.
He'd be giving up a couple of bases on clock violations.
I was thinking that earlier. It's funny you say that.
Pitch is in the dirt, 3-2. Count is full. No outs, runner on first. Now Woods runs, but he's going to have to come back. It's a foul off by Brown. Count remains 3-2. Four-2's the score. Tomahawks lead. Cariello looks at Woods, gets him to retreat to first. Now Woods runs again. This one's in the dirt. It's going to be a walk anyway. So base on balls, even though Woods tried to steal, he didn't really need to. So both players walk to their respective bases, and now we got Souza up.
Evan Souza. We gotta have a conference at the mound.
Cariello was complaining about something. I'm not sure if he thought Brown had made contact with the ball with his bat, even though the ball was in the dirt. This might be a pitching change here. We'll see who to go with. Yes, it is. Cariello's going to be taken out of the game after 6 1/3 innings. Can you give us a stat line?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3 strikeouts. Three hit batsmen, excuse me.
Right. He did just give up a walk.
I believe 4 walks.
And he gave up 4 runs. We don't know how many of those are going to be considered earned runs because there were a couple of fielding errors involved.
For at least 2 of those runs.
Coming into the game, it's Jack Hinton, number 1. This will be his 4th appearance. Hinton has pitched 4 1/3 innings, gave up 4 hits, has just 1 strikeout. He is coming in relief. To Charlie Cariello. And he's coming into a situation with no outs. 2 tomahawk runners on base, trailing 4-2 here in the top of the 7th. And it's going to be Souza has got a base on balls here as well. So I'm sorry,
that was Brown. Was Brown.
Okay, so
Souza should be at bat.
Souza's at bat. That was a little confusing here. Not sure what happened. But okay, Brown is at bat. Woods at second. Brown's at first. Souza is at the plate. Looked like he was going to bunt there.
Souza hit by a pitch in the first inning, struck out in the 3rd, and then had a single in the 5th.
Here's a play at second. Try to pick off Woods, unsuccessful. Bulldogs infielders were in there still doing it. They're kind of crowding around. Woods try to catch him off base there. Another pitch and a ball, 2-0. Hinton's pitch is in for a strike. It's 2-1.
Definitely got to get better at keeping a stat sheet.
There is an art to it for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
There's a bunt. Hinton picks it up, throw to third. Gets him out on the force. So 1 down. And Evan Souza gets to base on a fielder's choice. Kadeen Elmer is in for Medlock. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. There's a hard hit into center field. That's going to score. Nope. They're going to keep
Brown.
They're going to keep Brown at third. So the bases are loaded. That was a hit by Medlock, number 1, on the first pitch. I was going to say there is a change for Bedford on defense. Caden Elmer at shortstop for Crowley. I'm not sure if Crowley shifted to a different position, mainly at the plate now. Fouls one back, 0-1.
definitely a great spot if you're a hitter. One out, bases loaded.
High pitch, and that is, I have to correct myself again. Elmer is at second base in for Oster. Crowley remains at short for Bedford. Count is 1-1, one out here in the top of the seventh. A hit down the third base line. It goes foul. Checking all the other positions, it looks like Oster came out of the game. Elmer taking his place. So 1-2 to Mainly. Hinton's throw outside for ball 2-2. Mainly with the hit, fielded by the third baseman. Hinton throws him out. O'Connor gets him at first, but I believe a run scores. I believe that was Woods coming in. Oh, Brown, sorry.
Brown
came in from third. That'll be considered a sacrifice by Mainly.
We got Reddy coming to the plate. Reddy with 2 Ks and then a fly out.
Souza is at third.
Actually, I think that was a line drive.
2 outs. Hinton pitches. There's a pop up to right. Gilbert's gonna chase it just a little too far. It's gonna be foul. So 0-1 the count.
Temperature, it's definitely dropped a few degrees.
Yeah, it's gotten a little chilly, that's for sure. Reedy 0-1 with 2 outs. Jack Hinton on the plate for Bedford. There's a shot into the gap. That's going to score 2 for Merrimack. So big moment there for Reedy. 2 RBI base hit, and the score is 7-1. Souza and Brown come in to score. Actually Medlock too, right?
Yep.
So 3 runs in the top of the 7th, and the gap gets deeper for Bedford here with 2 outs.
Yeah, Souza and Medlock scored on that. Not hit.
First pitch there for Collins is a strike. Pitch high and a ball. Hinton delivers quickly, another ball, 2-1. Trying to get that third out here. Just 1 base runner on base right now, Reedy. Knocking in those 2 runs with his base hit. There's a hit into center field. Tagliaferro picks it up. And Reedy's going to go all the way to third. Base hit by Collins, and we get Tejada up to the plate now.
Tejada with a hit in the 4th, ground out in the 1st, and a walk in the 6th.
So another runner in scoring position. Inside for a ball to Tejada. Bulldogs like to get it out here just to stem the bleeding. There's a stolen base for Collins, but the pitch high swung on by Tejada. 1-1. That one just catches the outside of the strike zone. 1-2. Hinton would like to close this out. Not that time. It's going to be ball. Collins at second. Tejada at second. Collins is at third. Fouled back.
Yep, ready at third.
Ready at third, sorry. Collins at second, and Tejada just fouled it back. So 2-2 is the count. Pitch high, full count, 3-2.
Like Hinton tried to get a breaking ball. High release on that last pitch.
There's the hit. Fielded by Crowley. He can't make the throw to first, and another run scores. 8-2. 3 runs scoring with 2 outs here. Bulldogs can't seem to close the door. 4 runs, correction. So another big inning here for the Merrimack Tomahawks, and we're up to Ponder at the plate.
9th batter for the Tomahawks this inning, or this half inning, I should say.
Another hit. This time, Crowley mishandles that, but gets the throw in time, and we have an out. And that finally ends the inning, but not before 4 runs score. And the Tomahawks increase their lead to 8-2. So the bottom of the 7th coming up. Tall order here for the Bulldogs.
We'll see if Tomahawks keep Maney in to close out this game.
They may be going, they had, like I said, they did have a pitcher in the bullpen warming up, but they may have, let's see, get the binoculars out, see who we've got at the mound. No, it is, they're going to send Maney out there. I'm going to try to get a complete game here with a 6-run lead. And coming up to bat here for the Bulldogs, it's going to be, I guess it's not, I'm not sure if it's Oster. Trying to check this real quick. We did have, as I mentioned earlier, Oster was taken out of the game and Elmer took his place. I'm not sure if Elmer's going to be hitting next. I see O'Connor warming up, but he is the hitter that comes up after the 8th position. So we'll see who comes up. So it's going to be O'Connor. I guess we're up to the number 9 hitter here in the 7th. O'Connor with 2 base hits in the 5th and in the 6th. Oster hit into that double play. That's how the 6th inning ended. So here we go. Number 9 hitter in O'Connor. Maney wastes no time, gets a ball, gets a strike. Count goes to 1-1. Foul back, 1-2. As we mentioned before, Maney wastes no time between pitches.
Not at all.
Eager to get throwing. Here he goes, winds up. And swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Maney. This time getting O'Connor. And one down for the Bulldogs. We go to the top of the order for Crowley. Crowley started the game with a base hit. Popped up twice in the third and the fifth. And this time he makes contact. He's going to fly it right out to center field where Woods makes the catch.
2 quick outs for the Tomahawks.
So the Bulldogs are down to their last, and it's going to be Pat Folis. Folis had a base hit in the 6th. Had a sacrifice in the 1st, flew out to shortstop in the 4th. That's a ball on the first pitch. In for a strike from Maney. 1-1 is the count. 2 outs for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 7th. Ball just outside, 2-2. Fouled back. Count remains 2-2. Fowles trying to keep this game going, but he's going to hit this one foul. It's going to be out of play, I believe. Yes, it will. Outside the fence. So the count remains at 2-2. 2-2, and Maney delivers into the dirt. 3-2, full count here. Bases are empty. Bulldogs trail by 6 runs. It's 8-2. And a hit to right, caught by Reedy, and that is going to do it. Your final score, Bedford dropping this one. They fall to 4-6. Merrimack improves to 8-1 with an 8-2 win. And that's going to do it from SAU Field. Thank you very much for tuning in. To everybody on BC TV and Merrimack TV as well. Andy Berkeley, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Harry.
Bill Jennings
Pleasure.
on camera, Andrew Fenn producing. Don't forget our next broadcast Friday night, boys lacrosse against Marblehead here on BC TV, a 7 o'clock start. I'm Harry Kozlowski. 8-2 is your final. The Bulldogs lose. You've been watching Bedford baseball on BC TV.